Hi everyone, Kelly here. I just wanted to share a few projects with you. So the first one here is a mini album that I created using paper towel rolls and 110-pound cardstock. The cover, the spine, and the back cover are created with the 110-pound cardstock, and then I used the Tim Holtz Halloween papers from this year and last year as well, 2024. So I used a combination of this and the ones that from this year and last year. I did a little dangle here. I adhered it with this paper clip. This clothespin. I was going to put a lobster claw clasp on there, but I don't know. I saw the paper, the clothespin sitting there, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use that. I really liked it. I thought it was cute. Just a little dangle here on the side. There's a bunch of little charms and beads and stuff. So the cover, I used one of the Tim Holtz frames and also one of the word strips. So there's different elements in here. There are some digitals that I had purchased from Etsy sellers, and there's also Tim Holtz products. So it's just a mix and match of a bunch of different things from kind of everywhere. This will be for sale in my show this coming Saturday, which is October 11th. I am on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on whatnot.com, and this will be up for auction in there. If anybody's interested in coming over to Whatnot to check it out, you can do so there. I will put the information in the links below. So I just put a little spider here. This is some of the acetate in the back behind there, and one of those pictures. And then here I did this is a punch from Martha Stewart. I punched it out of black cardstock, and then I did some embossing on there. I think I'm going to turn this light out because I feel like it's really shedding a glare there. These are some of the dies from Tim Holtz. I really thought they were cute, so I made them, put them in there. Here are some little pocket. Like I said, this is a digital. This was part of his strips, I believe. Tim Holtz, yeah, large collage strips. A little stamp here. And then what I did with the tabs is I used the Martha Stewart punch, the bat, and I just made the bats as the tabs. And again, I left the tags inside blank just in case whoever receives it would like to do something with put pictures on there. I think there was one or two that I added something on there, but most of them I did leave blank. This was a digital, these as well. So you got a little tuck spot here, another little tuck spot, the clock. And then here is another. I did some embossing. So all the paper towel roll here, and I just cut them down and then I glue one end. But this one I made a hinge. I did the hinge binding on this. Another tag. See, I put this little cat there. Just a couple of them. Here's another little tuck spot. I put a little pumpkin in there. Here's another tuck spot. This was a digital. Like some of this stuff, like I said, is digital. I don't remember from who. There were multiple sellers. Here's a little embossing on here. And that was using, so all of the embossing that I had done on the tags are using Tim Holtz embossing folders. Another little tuck spot here, cute little owl. Another up tuck here. Love this. I love this stamp and die. Again, that's a Tim Holtz. Here's just a plain tag. And then what I did here was I left this plain. I really love this paper, so I just left it plain, and if the person that receives it wanted to add something in there, a picture or whatever, they could do so. And then with this is just a strip of paper, and then I punched out using this Martha Stewart punch, and then I just adhered some fabric to the back of it. Here's a piece of it. So it was just some like black fabric that had some spider webbing on it, and I just adhered it to the back of the spiders just to give it a little bit of different interest. And then just this paper on the back. So I thought it came out really, really sweet. So there's that project. And then for the next one is A Wee Bit Wicked. And this is another project for whatnot.com. This one, The Wee Bit Wicked, you can find on October 24th. It's the Battle of the Junk Journal train. And my show is at 8:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on October 24th. Again, I will put all of the information below. So I made a drawstring bag, and I did not adhere this down. I just pinned it down, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I created a bag, and the journal is inside the bag. So we're going to pull her out because she is fantastic. And I am so in love with her. I'm actually finding it difficult to put it up for auction, but it is already listed. So the premises behind this auction is that everybody gets 20 minutes. You have 20 minutes to sell a journal that you created just strictly for this train. It's the only thing in your auction, and we had to start the bidding out at $5. So, and then the person who sells their journal for the most wins. I mean, we just win bragging rights, I guess. So, mine is already listed, and it does have pre-bids. So if you're interested, you can go on over there to whatnot.com. It's the same name, Creative Curiosities, sorry. And here's a little chunky charm. And again, it's on October 24th, and I'm on at 8:40 Eastern Standard Time p.m. So the cover here is not attached either. I fell in love with this fabric, and I had a really, really hard time covering this fabric up. So what I did was the topper here is just attached on with the clips. So essentially, the person who wins this can take the cover off of the bag and off of here and switch them out if they want to. So that was my thought behind it. And I got a couple of wands peeking out. This is 3 signatures. And again, like I said, it is available for the October 24th show on whatnot.com. I did some tags. I'm going to try and go a little faster. There's a gate that I cut. There's a little tag tuck spot here. It has a little, this slides up and down. There is plenty of room for the person to, a couple of little elements that I made. Here's another tag. All sorts of little tuck spots. I took this vintage bingo card and I embossed it with an embossing folder, and then I just rubbed on some ink. I thought it came out so cool. I just tucked that in there. This, I used some glow-in-the-dark embossing powder. There is a different, like, digitals in here. There's all sorts of good stuff in here. Here's a little up tuck here, and then we have a pocket here. And some of these digitals and papers are from sellers on Whatnot as well. Did some stitching. I did stamping in here. A little die cut. My fingers don't want to work. I love that stamp. This is one of my favorite stamps from Tim Holtz. put a little tarantula. So these papers here are from a Whatnot seller, and her name is Summer Dawn. She is creating beautiful digitals. Little tuck spot there. Another little tuck. Here's a little tuck spot. I put a little tag in there and some surprises. Here's another tuck spot, and then I love this one. Another little tuck. Here's a tuck. And what I did here was I punched out the bat, and then I just put the black lace fabric behind there. Looks so stinking cute. This is some dyed paper that I did. Here's a little cluster just hanging there. Another little tag and tuck spot that I did. Some stamping. One of Summer Dawn's digitals. Oh, I love this. This is from Picket Fence. And then I just put a little tab on that. I added this pencil in here. There's an up tuck here. I love this. Here's another little tag. This is a Cherry Lynn design die. I tried to remember everything that I used. It's hard. It's hard though sometimes. And here's another little up tuck with a little paper clip. And then I just put in this blank tombstone. I figured maybe somebody might want to decorate it themselves to add. And then there's just a couple of little things in this envelope. And then I did these little like pull-outs. And then a couple of wands. So I made a bat wand and then this cute caution. So that's about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video, and please follow along. I will be posting, I'm going to try and post regular videos, at least once every couple of days. I also have my videos up about my she shed, crafty she shed outside. So please give a follow and a like, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.